Good evening, everybody. Alzifite here. Welcome to a presentation on how to remotely access another PC from your PC. We're going to be working with two PCs. Have PC number 1 and PC number 2. We're going to start with PC number 2, and to begin with, we're going to start going to Control Panel and go to Power Options. In the Power Options, make sure it's checked to balanced. Click on change plan settings, and make sure that it is set to never on both ends. Turn off the display never and put the computer to sleep never. If it is already checked, cancel. Go back to your control panel. Now we're going to set up actually the remote access. Go into settings. Under settings, go to under remote settings, and over here we're going to check allow remote assistance connection to this computer. Also down the bottom, allow remote connection to this computer. Now here, click apply, OK. Then go back again to control panel. Make sure that your firewall is up and running. Go to turn on Windows firewall. Make sure that private and public are set up to turned on. Once you do that, click OK. Now we're going to have to set up a user so we can connect to. Every time you remotely connect to another computer, you need to know the username and password. Since we don't have that over here, we're going to set that up by going to Windows and Command Prompt. Right click, run as administrator, yes, and over here you can type in net space user space ITE user and password, and click enter. You'll get the command completed successfully. While we're here, we're going to look for our IP address. And to do that, type in ipconfig, click enter, and you can see here that our IP address is 192.168.1.16. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Close out of here. We'll go to PC number 1. From here, I'm going to set up our user over here as well. So Command Prompt, run as administrator, yes, and net space user, ITE user, password. So we get the same exact message. The command completed successfully. Close out of that. Now we're going to look for remote desktop connection to connect to PC number 2. Run as administrator, yes, and here you'll get this pop-up window where you're going to type in the IP address for PC number 2, 192.168.1.16. Click connect, and it's going to give you the window over here where you can type in your credential for the other PC, just like we typed, ITE user, and the password. Click enter, and it should connect to the other PC or PC number 2. It takes a little bit of time depending on the connection, but you should get a message to confirm the connection afterwards. Here is to authenticate the connection. You just click yes. Once you authenticate the connection and the other party, sometimes they have to also allow you that. you'll be connected to the other PC remotely. Once the connection is established, you can see here that a bar will show up on top right here. That means that you're connected to the PC, in this case PC number 2, the background here. I'm going to pull up the PC number 2 right here. You can see that it's not showing anything, it's just on the main page. And right in the middle of the bar, you should have the IP address of the PC that you're connected to. 192.168.1.16, just to make sure that we are connected to the PC number 2. What we'll do is we're going to run command prompt again as administrator, and we're going to run ipconfig. You see here that the IP address is 192.168.1.16, so we are connected to the PC number 2. We're going to minimize this. Let me close out of that. We're going to minimize this over here. Now we're back to PC number 1, and we're going to try to establish a second connection. And to do that, we're going to go back again to the search and type in the remote desktop connection again. This time we're going to choose open a new window, and we're going to type in the same exact IP address, 192.168.1.16, and click connect. Once you do it, you'll notice here the username is already displayed in there, so connect, put in the password, click enter, and wait for the connection to be established. We should get the same exact authentication message again. We'll wait for that to display. As you notice, but right down here, notice that we still have connected, we still have the first connection. What we're going to do is we're going to click yes to establish the connection. Once it is established, as you can see here, same bar on top, 192.168.1.16. We're going to minimize that. And once you do that, you will see that the first connection, the remote desktop connection that we had first, has been disconnected, or the session says it right there. That's just desktop service session has ended. You can only have one connection at a time. So this time we're going to just click OK out of this and go back to our connection here, and just close out of that. Once we close out of that, you should have the warning message come up and says remote desktop connection session will be disconnected. Just click OK on that, and we are now disconnected from PC number 2. As you can see, this is a way of connecting to any PC anywhere without having to be physically there. Troubleshoot, and that's what IT administrators are doing these days. You don't have to be in the same city or same place to troubleshoot a computer. You can actually troubleshoot it using the method we just used right now, and having the inconvenience to change settings to anything into that computer without having to physically be there. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, and have a good night.